we're back. So we're continuing our playthrough of Mario RPG. Where we're at now is in Moleville, and my dog is saying hello to me and not liking that. I'm playing a game instead of playing with her. Yes, hello, princess. Hello, princess. So where we're at is we are in Moleville, which is, I suppose, the third significant town in our series. We have 2 stars so far. The first we got in Mushroom Kingdom after beating Clay Morton, who in the original was named Max. I'm a little sad that they seem to have unnecessarily renamed this character. In the original, there was a person like guarding this bucket. It was like a secret entrance back to like the waterfall kind of game. So interesting. I don't seem to be able to go down, but neither is it being guarded. So that's kind of interesting, that change. Wonder if there's still going to be something with this bucket. Our second star we found in the Forest May from Boyer. Kind of a animated bow and arrow who was shooting arrows just into the air, paralyzing the people. We've learned that where our mission started with rescuing Princess Peach from Bowser, we have since learned that when a sword came down and crashed through Bowser's Keep, not only were we ejected, but actually so were all of Peach and Bowser. So we still have not rescued Peach. We haven't found where she is now, so that's part of our mission. But it turns out the stakes are much higher than just rescuing the princess. This sword that came down on Bowser's Keep was a sword that broke Star Road, which may sound insignificant, but it turns out that Star Road is how all wishes are granted. So when you make a wish, a star is created, of course, as we all know. And when that wish is granted, the star is sent down to the planet. So that is where shooting stars come from, is your wish being granted. And of course we all knew this too. So with Star Road broken, none of the wishes that people are making can be granted. So this is terrible, and so we need to stop what turns out to not be Bowser as the main enemy, but someone called the Smithy Gang. So we are... Whoops, that was bad. We are now in Moleville, where we've learned that some children seem to have been captured, I guess. Oops. Oh, these are some strong enemies. I should buy better armor. My armor is a little out of date, and Gino doesn't actually have any armor. Oh, man. Okay, princess, hello. I don't remember these guys being so tough. Okay, so they jump 3 times, it looks like, and then you'll shield. Oh, and somehow Mario's attack went up. Maybe I wasn't paying attention. Or maybe their defense is getting weaker over time. So 1, 2, 3, jump. The exclamation mark helps with the timing, but I think to get perfect timing, you have to anticipate a little bit. So when I think to... Oh, yeah, I'll definitely try to double my XP. Where's Yoshi? This is my first time seeing Where's Yoshi in this game. That was significantly easier than the original. The original was very hard to follow where Yoshi ended up. In this case, I was able to do it, and now I got double XP, and at the bottom is telling me how much I need to get to the next level. So Mario needs 69, nice. Mallow 95, and Gino 76. So I guess Mario will be the next person to level up. Yes, hello, princess. She wants me to throw her twice, so I'll do that. These clusters can be really annoying. In the original, this is my first time playing against them in this remake, In the original, they had a move called Migraine, which if you didn't dodge it, just automatically KO'd you. And I think it was pretty forgiving on the timing, but nonetheless could be like devastating. So I'm gonna, I think, target them first in case they still have that Migraine move. That can be a bit tricky to overcome. Okay, that was not Migraine, that was just a stab that I timed poorly. Fire does not have very good defense, so I was able to hurt him a lot, compared to these like rock mole things. I thought they were just moles before, but the updated graphics have been very enlightening on some of these things. They actually look more like rocks instead of just normal moles. So I exited briefly because I forgot to go to the shop and buy the updated armor. So I'm going to buy... Oh, it lets you buy weapons too. So I forgot that that was where this weapon came from. So Mario now has the punch glove. So he was using the knock knock shell, which was you just saw. Mallow was using a froggy stick, but the symbols are, you can see, +10 to like his attack. And then Gino was just using, I guess, her star gun, his star gun. I don't actually know. It was like not really an item. It was just his default kind of thing. So we'll get the finger shot, increase the attack by 12. So that should help definitely for dealing damage to those rock mole things. We'll increase our defense as well, because some of these things were pretty strong with all of these. On second thought, you know, I forgot about the work pants. I think maybe like the work pants more than the added defense. So it's a little bit worse on defense overall than the mega items, but I think the added everything else makes it worth it. So I wasted some money buying the mega things that I no longer want. In Gino's case, it's just worse on everything. But in Mario and Mallow, their defense would go up a little bit, but their speed and attack and magic attack would go way down. So I think with that, I can sell kind of the extra, so I don't need the Koopa shell anymore. I guess that's what Mario was using. It was called the Knock Knock shell, though, in the original, which is why I'm calling it. So I don't need the thick shirt for sure. This is really old. And the Mega that I just bought, I don't need either. And the True Form Pin, I'm, of course, going to hold on to. Mallow currently has that equipped. And I'm not going to sell... I'm going to sell the Pure Waters. They're only really useful against ghost enemies, which we won't see any for a while. And generally, I like to just fight instead of making them pop with Pure Water. So, the item storage here, I'm noticing like the differences too that I didn't think too much about before. So it says amount you can carry 10. Before, you had a total storage of maybe about 30 items, I think. In this case, it seems like we can have a lot of different items. I don't know like if there's a limit, but it groups them so I can only have at most 10 mushrooms on hand. The other change is when you go above this, it sends it to a storage box that's back at Mario's house. In the other game, you just had to either throw something away or not take the item. This item had a slight rename. It's now called Croca-Cola, whereas in the other game it was like Coroca-Cola. Pretty close, I guess, in sounding, but the name was a little different and spelled different. Cleansing Juice, I don't remember. It might be, again, a renamed item. Refreshes status during battle. I'm not... I guess that would be like if there's a status effect stopping you from doing something. Like sometimes you have lowered stats, like lower attack or defense, or even, I guess, higher ones. Maybe this would cleanse too. But there's also, I wonder, like, what other effects it would do. Like, some conditions stop you from being able to use, like, special attacks, for example. I don't know that it would cure that. Maybe I'll hold on to it just to test out a bit. So, Dina, or Dinah, maybe Dinah, like Dynamite, is eventually going to have like a per 10 store where I think she's the one that maybe sells a shiny stone, which we'll want for later in the game. Okay, well, now that we're armored up and have higher attack, we will continue on our way to rescue these children. And we just might find a star along the way. Oh boy, lucky again. So I'm going to get a chance to double... Oops. Did not time that right. I'm going to get a chance to either double XP or coins. We'll see which one it is this time. And we'll see how difficult it is to follow Yoshi as well. Okay, so it's coins this time, so I'm definitely going to do it because I don't care about coins, so worst that happens, I lose them all. Okay, I think it was in the center. Alright, 2 for 2 so far on this. Okay, we're gonna take out the clusters first again. Oh boy, that time we can do it in one. Now that we're powered up with the work pants, or work suit, whatever it was, as well as our upgraded items. So shouldn't have to worry about migrate. Oh, that was a lot stronger against these rock moles that previously we were doing... Mallow was only doing 2 damage, so definitely updating your equipment goes a long way. You should definitely keep doing it. Okay, I think it's just to the right. Yeah, it spun a lot more just in a normal circle and a lot quicker in the original, so it was a lot harder to keep track of exactly where Yoshi was. In this one, I'm finding it's... Oops. Well, good thing that killed him anyway. Much, much easier to follow where Yoshi is. I'm curious if it'll at any point get harder. But otherwise, just every time I get lucky, I can just double my coins or experience, and it'll be really good. Hey, it's a random guy. Okay, we'll take out the clusters first. Mario's punch animation is slightly different. So the punch glove is not new. 1, 2, 3. Oh, didn't get it perfect. But I kind of remember it being like he had big fists in the original. But just going to focus a little bit. Oh, that was tricky. I don't know if it's to the right or to the left. They kind of overlap there. I'm going to do left because it seems slightly different than the right. So that was a good decision. So I guess that's how they get, like, make it tricky. There's a rare hit item. There's rare items hidden in the mines. So I think sometimes the game hints at, oh, an enigma. It's kind of like a flying pig. I would say that's pretty enigmatic. So sometimes the game hints at things that are going on, or like things that'll come later. Like in Mushroom Kingdom, when we talked to the guy at the inn, he spoke of finding a casino, which we'll be able to eventually find later, although it's a bit hidden. For that, like saying there's rare items, I don't think it's so much to tell us that we're going to find rare items in here, but we're going to find that one of the moles that is hidden is going to have found these rare items, and we'll be able to buy them. In the original game, this was eventually how you get Princess Toadstool's most powerful weapon, the frying pan. Oh boy, I got lucky again. But you had to buy all the previous items first to get to it. And there was a few other good items there too. I don't think any of them were really bad. Yeah, we're gonna double our experience. Let's do this. Okay, I think it was in the center. It's seeming like there's maybe also just maybe 3 different patterns for where it ends up. Oh man, Mario only needs 3 more to get to the next level. We're really close. So I'm actually not going about this in the fastest way right now. And what I mean by that is there was a bounce in the other room that when you go through it, all you do is hit your head on the ceiling and pass out for a second. And then Croc, who we saw way earlier when we met Mallow, is going to come and take some of our items and coins. And so we'll have to chase him down and get our coins back. But I figure I will maybe take care of some of these enemies, maybe level up. Okay, I think it was to the left. Alright, 2 levels up. Mario and Gino are both going to level up. So for this one, physical is the extra boost. And for Gino, who's a level behind, I think it's going to be magic. Yes, that seems to be correct. Oh man, 5 increased HP as the base. That is a lot. But we're going to go with magic. I think that's the one with the slight extra boost right now. So yeah, our way is blocked by needing of some dynamite, and we'll find that it'll get cleared for us by Croc and his goons when we hit our head. But I'm going to see if clearing out these enemies first kind of helps. I just don't want to be distracted by them later. Of course, if they respawn, then it's maybe just extra XP to get. We're getting pretty good amount of XP, especially with being able to double it, although this time is just coins. So that was to the left, it seemed. Alright, I'm gonna attack Bob-omb first, because he can kind of blow up in our face sometimes. Oh man, we are just getting lucky all the time in this one. Okay, just doubling our coins again, but I'll go for it. Okay, I think that was to the left again. I think one of the items that you can buy is called, like, the lucky egg. And it makes it so that you get the lucky basically for free. I don't know how it determines, though, if it's going to give you the opportunity to double your coins or experience. That might just be random. Oh boy, Mallow's now. And my dog has come back with her toy. She's a very good girl. So I'm going to throw it for her again. Although she has lost track of where it went. So 9, so should be physical. And then we can go through here, but we'll find eventually our path is going to be blocked again by some dynamite. Oops, I did not do a good timed hit there. But then Mario came and finished the job, and Mallow should be able to take out the rock mole thing. He has an actual name I could read, I guess. But... aw, just missed. Okay, sure. Double coins. Why not? I have no idea how many coins I actually have. lucky once again. These magmites, I guess that they're called. I like rock mold better. I think my name for them is better. Seem to very commonly make us lucky. Okay, so that was to the right. I wonder if they'll scale the difficulty based on how much experience is at stake. Be an interesting mechanic. Or maybe they just want to make it easier in general and more predictable and be really nice and give you lots of opportunities to double your experience. HP max. That's helpful. No luckies that time. But still, 5 experience for everyone is pretty significant. Like a lot of RPGs, the amount of experience you need for the next level gets higher and higher. And furthermore, enemies will give fewer and fewer experience. So, oops, I need to do a special attack on this one. So you can't just stay in one area forever. Or if you wanted to stay in one area forever and try to like really maximize level, it just would be a very inefficient use of time. So, not that there's really any need to do that. I wonder, so just to double the coin, so assume this is not going to double the frog coin I had, but we'll find out. Okay, yeah, just the normal coins, not the frog coin. That would have been pretty cool. So that's a new thing too, the special enemies, which I've said in previous streams that they existed before. Okay, so there's Miss Magmite needs a special attack to do it. So I figure Mallow will come in with his lightning, with his thunder again, and maybe take out both of these. There we go. Very efficient. Got my frog coin. So there's enemies that you need to only like magic attacks will kill them. And that was part of the original game, but in this one, it was like class of enemies in the original game. So it was like there's some enemies where that's always the case. In this one, they've added that. Oh, missed. Maybe I'll just try Thunder again, just for the sake of seeing if I can take out a lot of these guys, like, really quickly. Okay, so it damaged them all, but didn't actually kill any of them. So that was a little unfortunate, but my dodging was more or less on point. So he's almost down, so I'm just going to go for the lava bubble. And I can't seem to get the perfect timing attack with Gino's attack that hurts the other ones. But in that case, Mario did it, so he was able to take out one of the Enigmas indirectly, punch the guy so hard that his friend died. Yeah, so I don't think I finished my earlier thought. There are certain enemies in this game where sometimes they just have the special enemy tag on them, and then you need to use a magic attack, so the special, to actually take them out. But they reward you with a frog coin, which is nice because in the original game, getting frog coins sometimes could be a bit of a pain. Sure, we'll double our coins. Okay, I think to the left. $20 coins. That's pretty good. I wonder how many coins do I have? 930. That's definitely not short on money. So we can get all the way as far as here, but it's going to tell us we need a bomb, which is also how we're going to make this path circle. So we went the other direction first and had run into this, but from the other side. So now we'll go back and hit our noggin. And we'll see if it keeps the enemies cleared out, and I can just focus on Croc and his goons. And Mario passes out, like many of us would, with a hit to our head. But don't fret, it is not a game over. Oh no, my coins! Got a nice pat on Mario's butt there, like any good sportsman would say with good games. So that's what this is. It's like a sports game. And Mario made a good move by hitting his head, because now Croc is going to come and blow up this rock for us so we can get through. So it seems the enemy did disappear, but this room I've not been in, so there'll be new enemies in here, which is fine. We'll still fight them. Oh, I'm really bad at the timing with Geno. I think I must be hitting it too early. That's like the weird tricky part with Geno's attack, is it's almost always like at the very beginning of the attack itself, whereas the others you have a little bit more time to react. Now that my coins have been stolen, I should double my coins so that I can get more and get them back. So you can see they took my coins, all of them, so I only have 4 coins, which are the ones I just got from this battle. They stole all 930 some coins I had. But it's all in good fun, it's part of the game, and they know that part of the game as well is me chasing them down and beating them up. This flame appeared. I wonder if... So, it used to be that Toad would assist with the gauge, which is now Star Riders. I wonder if there's a way to get that back. Although this one, objectively, I think, is better. So in the past, I was killing the clusters first, because I wanted to avoid them doing migraine. But I was just curious if that's a move they might still have or not. I've yet to find out. Well, that was pretty good on coins. I got 17 from it. And so this is the other area we're already in. And we'll need to chase them down so we can clear the way the other one. We don't want to catch Croc too soon because we haven't gotten our coins back. So we want to find all of these guys first, all of the crooks. And they're not too hard to beat. In this case, there's 3 of them, 3 of us. We were able to take them out pretty straightforward. And we got 30 coins, which is not the coins... Aw, he's sad. So he dropped a flower tab. He didn't have the coins. So maybe actually it is Croc that has his coins, but they're going to all drop a flower tab. Oh, there's a lot of them. I don't think Geno has any... AoEs yet. Oh. Mario definitely does not, although he does have Super Jump, and the goal is to one day get 100 Super Jumps in a row. So maybe for the sake of practicing, I should continue on this quest. I'm not doing super well on it, though. And let's see if Thunderbolt can just take out the rest of these before they cause any significant damage. And indeed, he can. It's unfortunate Geno is not, or Mallow is not faster. We could have been done with that very quickly. So I'm going to use one of the flower tabs so that I can recover some of my flower power. So that Mario can keep practicing his super jump. And it's helpful to... Oh, man. That was really bad. It's helpful to pick enemies that are kind of lower on the screen, like the lower right, because then it typically gives you more time to react instead of having to picture Mario off screen. So Geno now reached level 9, so it should be, you can see up 5 HP up is just like the base. Will increase physical though. So Geno could have a really large amount of HP if you always increased HP, but I prefer to rotate through the one that has a slight extra boost on it. Okay, so we've gotten all the flower tabs at this point from the crooks. So all that's left is Croc. He moves pretty quickly. So I think if I maybe start going in the opposite direction, I can't remember if he changes directions too, or if or if we'll just like run into him like this. But if we keep going, we should eventually find him. Unless they changed it. At least in the original, you just had to go, but it didn't take this long. I wonder if Croc ended up continuing and is actually this way now. Okay, it doesn't seem like it, so I think I just needed to keep moving through the areas until I ran into Croc. So we'll just keep going in a circle, ignoring the arrows telling me to go the opposite way. Try not to just run into wooden bars and not make progress. I'm surprised it's taking this long. It's making me think it must be different than the original. Like maybe he went back further? Like instead of just going around in this circle over and over again? Maybe I need to go back this way, or maybe he's hidden somewhere? Let's see if he knows. Probably not. Nope, he's just telling me about the rare items. So, I feel like maybe I can look around more, or maybe I just, like, really... Oh, wait, I think I heard him. Is he coming around this way? It might just be that he's moving in such a way, like his pace is... There he is, okay. So yeah, it was just that our paces were kind of lined up funny. I'm going to start with this Star Riders triple move just because I haven't been using the gauge, because I don't really need to, but it's kind of fun too, so might as well start with this. Maybe it wasn't the best use of Geno's turn, who's already pretty strong. Maybe someone like Mallow, who tends to be less strong, could have been it. So Croc is weak to fire, but I'm going to do Super Jump because I really want to get to the 100. And I clearly need a lot of practice. As you saw earlier, I was only getting a little bit more than 10. Only 13 that time. Okay, so he stole something from Mallow. Oh, he stole our items. Okay, so we're not going to be able to recover our FP, our flower power, so we might need to be a little bit disciplined on magic. Monster Toss. So he, apparently in his sack, he carries around monsters. Maybe I'll do Fireball just once to see if he's still weak to it like he was before. And indeed he is. But Super Jump could still potentially do more damage if I was better at it. And it doesn't seem to actually take him out like it did in the previous fight. Although, just doing the damage, especially from the triple jump, or the triple star thing, weakened him quite a bit, making that battle pretty easy. Super Fireball. So now it's a bigger blast. So I believe HP's the one for Mario. His bonus is 4, which is less than Gino's just base 1. But we'll go ahead and do it. Get the one that gives the slightly extra bonus. And Croc will find also dropped a bomb. A micro bomb too. So you can be strategic with using these tabs so that it recovers with your FP. I've been finding I've been forgetting to do that, and I haven't, for the most part, been running out of FP, so I'll just increase my total early on. In the original, the max you could get was 99. I'm curious because it seems like they're giving more and more opportunities to get FP. Like, I feel like I have a lot for this stage of the game, so I wonder if that max amount is going to go up. I feel like I go up here instead of the down one. Like, I think the down one will just have a cart come and crash into me, which maybe is not the worst thing in the world. I wish I was better at timing Gino's. Oh boy, a star. Alright, got one level up. Oh, come on, Flame. And it's Mallow, of course, who learned Shocker. Shock an enemy, hit A just as the bolt lands. Okay, so 6 is his boosted one, like Gino's. So definitely his HP. Makes sense. He grew to the same level as Mario, so you'd expect it to be the same, like, rotating extra bonus. Didn't even get a timed hit on that one. Really bad at timing Gino's. So you can see with Mario and Mallow, I'm much better at it. They're hitting them so hard that their friends are feeling the pain too and sometimes dying. So yeah, I think there was just interesting. So we could have gone the other way, which would have led us with running into this cart, which then would have just blown us back. So if we go this way, we'll find that a shy guy does indeed roll us over with a cart. But we get a frog coin out of it, so worth doing. And now we can't go down that way. But never fret, we can still fall down this way if we really want to, and then continue onwards. Which ultimately just leads us to the very same room here. Now, where that shy guy came from, I can't tell you, because we were just in that room and he hadn't been there. He must be really good at hiding. So I think this whole... I could be wrong, but I think that... I was going to think it was the whole group, but I guess it's actually going to be 4 different battles here. One, I think, will be 1 bomb, 1 will be 2, 1 will be 3, 1 will be 4. So we did the one with 1. We're doing the one that's 4. My guess is there will be another one that's 2 and another one that's 3. Oh, this one is 2, and it has... Oh, not what I'm trying to do. And it has the cluster, who is a special enemy. So we could try the super fireball just to show it off. It's like the fireball, but bigger. We got our frog coin for defeating a special enemy. So we have a save block, which must mean we're getting pretty close to the end. In the mole mines. Okay, maybe there's a hidden... There we go. Just needed to jump it right. Okay, and there's the kind of final boss of this area. We can fight the bombs around here, or we can just fight him directly. Punchinello. Sounds Italian. His hat almost looks French. Alright, we're gonna do a super jump just to... Oh, he doesn't seem to be affected by it, which is unfortunate. But I think the hits might still count. So yes, he has resistance to the jumps. Unfortunate. Although, it can turn into being a good... I bet he has weakness to fire, though. The resistant to jump can be a good way to practice, like a spike creature, for example. Okay, let's see if... When I get to Mallow... So, you can just always ignore the bombs that are in front of him for this fight, by the way. When you attack the main guy, he just... The bombs just die for free. So yes, it is still Star Riders, and I definitely want to track Punchinello, which saying mezzo bomb, like medium bomb, also Italian, so I'm more and more convinced that I'm right about my Italian assessment. So let's see, 378, but that wasn't enough to get rid of these bombs, but there we go. And now he's really frustrated. He's jumping up and down, but not as high as Mario. Maybe as high as a frog, though. Mallow's calling him on his bluff. It's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it works out. And now... we'll see a giant bomb crushes him. Now we just have to make sure that this bomb doesn't explode. Better get out of here while we have a chance. Uh-oh! And we all die. Luckily, somebody wished that we would not die. So we're just covered in soot. And we also turn out to get a star. Whether Punchinello was part of Smithy's skein or not is maybe unclear. Somehow he happened upon the star and kidnapped children, so clearly was not on the side of good. We know Smithy wants the stars. He wants to prevent the repair of Star Road. And clearly, Star Road was broken up into smaller stars, which means to fix it, you need stars. Very consistent. So we are now at our third out of 7. Dinah and Might. Definitely not a pun there at all. And surprisingly, no hidden treasures. I believe Mario is still wearing the signal ring, so it would be going off if there were any. So there is Dinah. We don't... Looks like Might is on her back. So another mini game to follow, and this is instructions on how to actually play this game. The minecart. So A to break, B to jump, and X to accelerate with mushrooms from the Moleville safety board. So we sometimes do need to slow down so that we can make a turn without crashing. So these ones we should be fine on, but like that was a... Oops, I meant to get that mushroom and didn't. So like this one, very sharp turn. I needed to slow down more. That one too. So we gotta jump over this. This turn we can just make. Get the mushroom. Oh, missed the other mushroom. There's another mushroom coming up though if we jump well. Oops, meant to break, not to just jump off the tracks. Mario clearly should not have his license. Apparently I need to do better at slowing down. My time here is not very impressive. I suppose I'll start using the mushrooms too, because I think I'm going to have more than I can use. Oh man, I am not doing well, friends, at getting more mushrooms and coins. We can see, even though I started using... Oh, wow. Bad idea. So if we slow down enough this time, we won't crash. Oh, and the point of going through that, even though it's longer, is to get the mushroom, which I didn't do, so that's a bit unfortunate. Okay, looks like there are fun coins this way, so I went this way. They've updated the track, actually, a bit from the original, so that's fun. Again, didn't quite slow down enough there. Then we can... Oh! Meant to make this turn. It's a little shortcut. Gotta go slower. So that first turn you're okay on without hitting the brakes. But the second turn, you need to hit the brakes. And when you accelerate with a mushroom like that, apparently you also need to hit the brakes. Two minutes, 24 seconds. So now we're going to be outside, going through the cart again. And we should just keep using our mushrooms, because we're going to get more mushrooms, and it's basically just a straight line here. I accidentally hit my brakes instead of jumping. Oh, and you actually have to, like, that is new too, the, like, acceleration there. But then we go flying away with lots of puffs in the background, I guess. And at our max speed. So showing the accelerator in the lower right was definitely new. Marrymore. Yeah. No way we're gonna be home any minute. Nothing could go wrong here. Any minute now. What could possibly go wrong? What could possibly be a humorous moment? Surely we're not just gonna crash right through the roof. Oh man, they just fixed that ceiling. Yes, we just dropped in on them. Give him a holler if we ever need help with our place. So if Mario ever crashes through his own roof, I suppose he'll have to come to Pop Mole. So just one other interesting thing I'll point out that I was thinking about earlier today. So where is Peach? In the original Mario RPG, they didn't actually call her Princess Peach. They called her Princess Toadstool. So they've updated her name to be Peach, which I can accept that as much as I wish they hadn't updated the name for Mac to be Clay Morton. So in case you weren't sure where to go next, the game now brings you right to it with these snippets. Who really like Beatles. Oh, I do want to be their friend, so I really hope they get the Beatle off my head. Oh, keeping the princess entertained. What? Surely it can't be Princess Peach, can it? Oh, Mario, you didn't catch it. But that could have been your bargaining chip to get the princess. So this is the pretend store for a shiny stone. She wants fireworks. So we can get fireworks somewhere. I always forget where. Maybe here? No. It's not from... Okay, so this is the guy that found rare items. The Lucky Jewel, which will make you get lucky for free. So he's gonna, as the game progresses, he's going to find more and more things and sell them to you, and it's best to just buy them all. So fireworks, maybe it's the mole that's now on here. He wants a Carbo cookie, which is different than a Yoshi cookie. Don't get those mixed up. Yes, I will buy fireworks. Because now I can get a shiny stone from you. And that shiny stone is going to open up for the boss fight later in Monstro Town to I'm forgetting his name. Kulix, maybe? So you can try to beat your record. Oh, it's telling you the music. So, she was singing from the sound of music, but indicating that mushrooms and syrup for points. A fright bomb, a fire bomb, or an ice bomb. I don't really care about any of those. I want a Carbo cookie, and I just don't remember how to get a Carbo cookie. Oops, I didn't want to trade anything. Do you have a Carbo cookie? Wonder where to get a Carbo cookie. I don't think the normal places have Carbo cookies. we need a really strong person to get in there. There we go. The shiny stone for a carbo cookie. We do need another shiny stone though, so I have 832 coins, which is good because I need 500 for fireworks. Which then will let me get another shiny stone, which I traded away for a carbo cookie. And then this person wants a carbo cookie. Here you go. There you go, Mite. Oh, and all he did was give me a frog coin? It used to this used to be like a hidden warp pipe to the waterfall. And now it's just a frog coin, which is not really worth 500 coins in my opinion. So I will not be giving you any more business. You will not be getting any more carbo cookies. I'm going to keep my shiny stone. Before I go to Booster Pass, I'm going to go back to Tadpole Pond. Because, as we saw, there was a musical reference. So, Toadofsky, a toad composer, has made his way to Tadpole Pond. And we're helping him compose his masterpiece. So we helped with the first part when we first got here. And now that we've gone to Moleville, this guy is telling us what he really, the miner's song. So mi do so do re la ti do. I'm gonna write that down so I don't forget. Mi do so do re la ti do. So it's the second space from the top is do, if I remember correctly. So it'd be do, re, mi. And we need do. And then so do, re, mi, fa, so. Then it's do again. And then re. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la. Oh, that was la, I think, on the space. Because do, re, mi, fa, so, la. Oops, I missed. This is ti. And then we're back to do. So I'm going to have to do this again because I missed one. But it's going to tell me which ones are correct. And he's going to get really excited because it's really close to his dream composition. But we'll do this again, and this time jump a little bit better. Do, re, mi, fa, so, do, re, la, ti, do, do, so, do, re, la, ti, do. It's a little off tune there, that's okay. Off key, I should say, or not in tune is what I really meant. So now I have my tenor card. Toadofsky's really excited. He was moving his composer hands very quickly. So we are back in Tadpole Pond for now. And because we now have a tenor card, whereas before we only had an alto card, the shop here now is willing to sell us more things. So the Tadpole Cola. Party recovers 30 HP. Not too bad. Party recovers 80. Really good. And it's only 36 coins. And the Finless Cola. Party recovers 150. So I'm not going to buy them because I want to save up my coins for items that, like better armor that may be coming eventually and weapons. But just thought I'd point out those extra items. Oh boy, a hidden treasure. There hasn't been one in a while. So for those that hadn't seen the previous streams, the signal ring that previously came from kind of near end game, now you get it in Mushroom Kingdom. Very nice change so that as you're going along you can find all the hidden treasures instead of waiting till near end game and then going all the way back through all the levels, which no one does. So he's almost down, so I'm going to have Mario attack the other one and see if that's enough. And indeed it is. They damaged me quite a bit there, which was impressive. So that, I think, is the first Lakitu we've actually... Oh, I can look at it. A frog coin. That's interesting. That's the first Lakitu we've actually fought. We've seen a couple other ones. Oh, wow. That was impressive. So he is a special one, so he'll require a special attack. I'm going to kill this carrot first, because he's really strong. He's almost down, so maybe in hitting him, I can kill him. Doom Reverb. But Mallow has resistance because of his True Form pin. So we will use Geno Beam to hopefully take him out. 128, not quite enough. We won't do Shocker, it's a little bit much, so we'll just do Thunderbolt and hope that's enough. Still not, so another Geno Beam. I think it's a lot more clear when you did the Geno Beam correctly in this one than in the original Super Nintendo. It was a similar, like, hold A and then release, but it wasn't clear, like, if you released, like, if you were holding too much or releasing at the right time. I at least me personally, I never quite got the hang of, or never had quite the confidence that I was doing it correctly. So that's the other thing. There's artichokers here that are posing as these innocuous plants, but much like a Venus flytrap, are just waiting to eat us. Luckily, on a 3v1, we can take care of it no problem, even with Mario at 1 health. So I'm going to be jumping around too, trying to find the hidden treasure that's around here somewhere. Another artichoker. Wonder if this is an artichoker. Maybe this one. Maybe this one. Aha! That's where the hidden treasure was. Oh, but it's still lighting up, so there must be another one somewhere. Okay, so that carrot, Karoboscis, is a special enemy again. So we'll take out that one. Oh man, Mario needed the HP max. Yeah, let's just take out the Spikester. And then, once again, that works out. I can try Super Jump. It's going to be pretty difficult just because he's higher up the screen. So I'm not going to have a lot of a reaction time to really know when to jump, so I have to kind of predict when Mario is going to come, which is pretty consistent. 21. And he has weakness to jump. That's interesting. Carrots don't like being jumped on. Cleansing juice. Probably made out of the carrot himself. So I wonder if maybe... Feels like there's something there that's kind of, like, blocking me? I'm wondering, like, is that a hidden treasure? Maybe not. If I just jump up from all of these plants, maybe another one will be a hidden treasure. Perhaps between these two. Seems like not. And this one maybe. This looks like a spot where a hidden block would be, but I'm not finding anything here. There it is. Okay, and that's the last one. The upper right disappeared. So we can move on with our lives. Okay, so we can fight all of these individually, or we can just quickly kill them by hitting this hidden switch. And it fills in these rocks too, so we can't have any chance of falling in them. Wonder if that's what this note tells us. Monster list agent, 3 frog coins per write-up. I don't know what that means. That is new to this game. So booster pass, fairly quick. Oh, I didn't notice that too in the map. Did you see the minecart now animation is going through Moleville? So we're going to go to Booster Tower, where we see none other than Bowser himself. We've seen him a couple times, but have not interacted with him since we both got launched out of the castle. Reminiscing about the times Mario comes and saves Peach from Bowser capturing her. Okay, okay, calm down. Don't let him see you like this. Hey, how have you been? Yeah. Good greeting, Bowser. Yeah, we all have this, especially when trying to ask a girl on a date. At least my experience as a guy. So maybe Bowser's about to ask Mario on a date. We will see. You! What are you doing here? Much more Bowser-y. Waiting to be rescued, crying like a baby. Instead, she's at the top of this tower. We're about to get a quick glimpse at her. And indeed, she's still crying, even though it's not Bowser that's kidnapped her. But maybe she hears some of the ruckus and is going to see that Mario is here to rescue her, and she doesn't need to cry anymore. Yeah, she sees Mario, and it calls out to him, as if she was captured by Bowser. How she ended up here, we're not really sure. Maybe she just landed at the top of this tower, unbeknownst to Booster, who maybe needs a booster seat because he's not very tall. Oh, he's spying on us in the door. So Bowser's going to pretend to go to his castle. We're going to try to get in but can't because it's too locked. It's locked and we can't really get through. But then Bowser comes back. This is an added cutscene. Last time you tried to exit and then Bowser helped and you had to time running into the door with him. In this case, we just had a cutscene where he opens the door. Actually, no, I'm misremembering. It's later that we have to time with Bowser to open a door. I think he just did it for free in the last one too. But it was not made into a full cutscene like that. Ah, yes. We can join the Bowser... be a minion of Bowser. What a lucky opportunity for us. Mario and his friends have joined Bowser's minions, or so they're pretending. Luckily, we have a similar goal. So it's surprising to me to look back and see that... because this was originally on the Super Nintendo, and already they decided to have you team up with Bowser, which seems pretty novel. So now with the party, you always have to have Mario in, but you can swap out Mallow or Geno. So I am going to put Bowser in place of Mallow. So if I go to equip, Mallow really doesn't need the work pants. Or the wake up pin. Bowser, on the other hand, could use some work pants so he can be put to work. And then I guess I'll give him the true form pin. And then Geno can have the wake up pin that Mallow used to have. And Mario will continue with the signal ring. Continue with 1 health. We're gonna just see how far we can go, like, with that going. So here's a Sniffet. We can actually, I think, so we can definitely battle them, and I feel like this one we might even be able to talk to. We'll find out. Maybe Sniffster number 1. So we're told that Booster can't really play right now. It's probably because, whoops, probably should have punched that better. It's probably because he's trying to entertain Princess Peach, who is currently crying, well, was crying until she saw Mario. So only 1 experience for that overall, so not very good. We'll fight these guys just to see if we get more, though. Oh, he was almost down. I probably should have punched someone else. Bowser's claw attack, I think the animation is slightly updated too. So Mario's down again. No surprise, we needed to perfect dodge everything to prevent that, but no worries. When you die in this game, you just get right back up, so long as your whole party doesn't die. Oh, I did it again where it was almost down. I should have just attacked this orb, but didn't. So while the whole party gains experience, what's interesting is the whole, actually, the whole party gains experience, even as you saw Mallow, who wasn't, like, really fighting there. So that that room we were just in we'll get back to. So this we'll want to remember. It's the order of boosters, and we'll later need it to open a door later down. Okay, this time I'm going to be smart. That Sniffet was almost down, so I attacked the Jester instead. The Jester is almost down, so I'm going to attack the Sniffet instead. And with perfect attacks, it really speeds it up. So we have like this French-looking one who's Booster the first, this construction worker yellow hat guy, which is the second, Mr. Pirate as Booster the third. This is like Biker Booster, Booster the fourth. This is Gnome Booster, or maybe Homeless Booster, hard to say. And then Booster the sixth, who's the current one. And he's also hiding right there, watching us, trying to rescue the princess. So I think these Sniffets don't stop coming, so I'm not gonna fight them all because then I'll never be done. And even right now, I don't think the return on experience is necessarily worth how much time it'll take. I guess that was 9 experience. It was just like the one single Sniffet that wasn't. So now Geno's level 10. So HP is the one to do. We can see the other ones only go up by 1. But HP goes up by a whopping 6, so very exciting. Everyone else was dancing in celebration. I said I wasn't going to fight them all, and then I jumped right into this one. Not really trying to, but so it be like that sometimes. And then Mario, accidentally, I don't do the full action command, just... Oh, interesting. Okay, so that is blockable. It wasn't so clear if it was in the original, and it looked like the second one is the one to block. Okay, so if I stay to the right, it looks like I avoid hitting them. As for where the hidden block is, though, it's right here. Okay, cool. So I didn't need to worry too much about it. So now Booster's going to come out on a train. Very epic. Normally, he welcomes visitors to play with him, but a girl fell out of the sky and into my lap recently. So he's been trying to keep her happy. So I guess that is the explanation of how... Oh, come back here, Booster. Oh, the Sniffet stopped us. The Sniffster, I guess. I swear it was Sniffet before. Maybe Sniffster is just the specific, like, gray ones. So Mario's still at 1 health, so this is going to bring him down. Luckily, we took out Sniffster without any problem, and Mario still gets experience, and you can see Mallow as well. Only 1 XP from these Sniffsters, though, who did not want us to go after Booster after he ran back. But we found a flower tab over there. We now have 2 tabs of items. We will go ahead and add the flower tab to our total FP. Sure, let's take on these bombs. Why not? The raw bombs. I guess slightly more deadly bombs than the ones that were inside of Mole Mine? So there's a lot here, so we'll probably use an AoE magic attack if we have one. I don't remember if Bowser does or not, though. And I guess with perfect attacks, we don't necessarily need one. So Terrorize, I think, does get them all. But I'm gonna... Oh, I didn't quite get good timing. But since there was only 2 left, I changed my mind on the AoE. And then he blew himself up and somehow missed it with that explosion, even though he blew up right in front of Geno. And then we're confronted with just 1 bomb. The one that got away. Bowser's celebration face is kind of funny. I was just noticing his eyes. Booster was hiding behind the curtain. He's a very strange fellow. Okay, so we can't get this directly. We have to jump like this. And sometimes it takes a few attempts, but if you were looking there, the goal was to stand on the yellow one and jump as if you were going to get the block, but not keep going forward, but like kind of land right under it, which gets you there. Which now we have the masher, which is like a hammer, but with a fancier name. And everyone knows with fancier names comes more power. So instead of the punch glove, we are now going to put on the masher. Which, in terms of the attack increase, is pretty significant, actually. So if we look at the original hammer that we had a long time ago, that is a whopping 40 lower. And from the punch glove we just had, it's 20 lower. So the masher even turns out to be better than, or at least as good, I think, as the next item weapon you can buy from Mario in the next store. And then, of course, no equipment would be at 68. So our attack is plus 50 with the masher, which is really good. I think it makes Mario the powerhouse, much like the mitochondria of the cell. So these bombs are back. I'm not going to fight them a second time unless I mess up. So we already got the masher, so we'll move on with our lives. I wonder what this button does. Check out Booster Pass. So now the way is clear to continue on into the game. So the Easter... Well, I'm curious what will go on here. So in the original, this was an Easter egg. We go behind the curtain, and we came out as 8-bit Mario. So Super Nintendo, which was more than 8 bits, I think maybe 16 or 32. Definitely not 64, because the Nintendo 64, its successor, was 64 bits. So at most 32, but I think maybe 16. So you're transformed into 8-bit Mario, and that theme played. And now, in this case, we again, same Easter egg. Very nice Nintendo keeping to it. Playing the classic Mario music, and we can jump around here for some time. Eventually, we might find that it runs out, But if we try to move on, we will lose our life and have to go back and just be back to our normal, much higher resolution Mario. Fear not, we did not actually lose any lives in that fun Easter egg. I still can't seem to get the perfect timing on Geno's. And there I also didn't get the perfect timing on Mario's. I was anticipating the glove, forgetting that I was... oh, I should have attacked the other one. Forgetting that I have the masher now, so the timing is slightly different. And Bowser grows a level. He is at the lowest level of the team, but still has really good attack. So his default HP only goes up by 1. That's definitely not his strong suit. His magic only goes up by 1. At level 9, like everyone else, physical is the extra 1. And he gets boosted 2 in attack, up to a whopping 90. If you remember, Mario's base attack was only 68, whereas Bowser's is going up to 90, and he's not even... Mario's at level 10. So 1 level lower than Mario, and he has higher base attack. I should have attacked the other one. But turns out I hit the Sniffet so hard that the orb just fell and died. In here as well, Bowser does not currently have a weapon. Oh boy, Mario's now up to level 11. So we'll increase his magic power. I don't want to fight these too much. Just because it's going to take a lot of time, and I'm not sure how much it's worth the experience. So I'll try to avoid doing too many of these if I can. Now that Mario's leveled up, he no longer is hanging on by a thread every single battle. So this is going to be another one single experience moment. Even though he's clearly much tougher than the normal Sniffets as a Sniffster. But we got 15 coins, so that was pretty good. I don't know if I feel like facing against too many of these bombs. Yeah, so we'll just move on. Save block. We're not reaching the top of the tower quite yet, I don't think, but we'll get there. So this is where we have to hit them in order of booster: the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth. So French booster was 1, followed by hard helmet, followed by pirate, followed by biker, homeless, and then the 6th. And Booster himself appears and drops the key. The Elder Key. Sounds ominous. So this sticky note would have just told us to respect your elders, I guess. And by going through here, this Chain Chomp is going to become a weapon for Bowser. They gaze into each other's eyes. It's about to be a very romantic moment. I think we should look away. And Bowser agrees. So we're not really sure what Bowser did, but we know that she was locked up for biting Booster and now wants revenge. So now we have this Chain Chomp that we have to equip to Bowser, and his attack goes up to 110. So plus 10 in attack, not the strongest weapon, better than base. And as someone who already has high attack, he doesn't need a huge boost anyway. So we get healed. Didn't really need it because we recently leveled up. And unlike the bomb, that wasn't heavy enough to launch us so hard. just by himself without from a higher jump. That thwomp certainly was. I feel like there's an element of physics breaking here. I don't know that you should be able to launch something so high that it launches you higher. Otherwise, you would just have infinite energy. But the physics of this game don't have to conform to ours. He's almost down, so let's mash others and just kill them both at the same time. What an amazing move, Mario. Bowser didn't even get a chance to attack. And now Mallow, sitting in the party, levels up, benefiting from all of our hard work, like a classic American. Mallow, for what it's worth, is probably not an American. At this point in the story, we do not know what he is. It'll be revealed later. Oh, he was almost down, but it doesn't matter because the orb took enough star damage to just die anyway. He saw his friend went down and decided to play dead in order to not get beat up by the hammer directly. Okay, so the coins show the path. If you go off the path, then you'll fight a flame thing. It's basically the security system here. So there's a few frog coins to get that are probably worth getting, as well as this key. Which then you use to unlock this door and go forward. Well, zoom shoes. So the door leads to that optional item. I think I will give, funny enough, Bowser the zoom shoes. Just because him being really fast seems really good. I could give it to Geno, who's already pretty fast, and then Geno could really outspeed a lot of people, but I kind of like giving it to Bowser, make up for some of his lack of speed. Let's see if the true form pin... Okay, so I think overall there's... the true form pin does better than the wake up pin. Yes. Of course, it has different effects, but... So just to show you what happens if you ignore the coin path, you are faced with this fire. And I did really bad at dodging the lava bubbles attacks. Oops. And Bowser just outright misses them. So, and because they took us by surprise, they got to attack first. So not bad return on experience. So you could go around that, intentionally breaking the safe squares designated by the coins. Oops, I keep hitting A immediately on Bowser for some reason, which means you don't see the chain chomp really chomping into them. Next time I will promise to actually do it correctly. There we go. He chews into it a bunch of times. Probably should have attacked the other one. I have a feeling that one would have just fallen from the stars. Iron Maiden can't block, and now Geno's a little bit afraid. Attack is down a little bit. But don't worry. Bowser came to the rescue, even without my timed hit working very well. So that's a special enemy, so we'll have to use... some beam to, or maybe Mario will jump on him. Another chance to practice super jump. I find it helpful to imagine I'm bouncing off of the enemy, so I should think about it as such as I come down. Oops, I needed to do a special attack. It's not really efficient, but Okay, I think it literally scares enemies, and this one doesn't look like he can even run away, even if he wanted to. So, he's almost down. We will just defend, just because I want to do one more super jump attempt. So I'm hoping to get at least 30 before I get to Monstro Town. We'll see if that happens. Apparently I'm just not very good at super jump. So this is a fun moment where you can kind of see, you can go in the back. He's gonna drop bombs on us, which we can fight if we want. Mario help me, Mario help me. Is she showing her unhappiness? Nah. Maybe Mario's another guy. Uh-oh, don't be jealous. What if I'm Mario? No, I'm part of Bowser's minions. I can't be Mario. So if you just stay here, you don't have to fight any of the bombs. They'll just blow up themselves. But of course, you're free to fight them if you want. And now he's crying. Poor Booster just wants to have Princess Peach to himself. So I'm gonna attack the Chain Chomp. And anticipate that that thing's just gonna fall. Indeed it did. We're pretty high up the tower now. Okay, so the hidden one is on top of this block here. So when we jump up to get to this chest, we can jump up here and get the hidden one. Then there's another one that I believe is in this corner. Yes. Which just heals us. So now that we are healed, and everyone except Mallow, I guess. No, Mallow should be at full. I was looking at the old save file. It's silly me. Now that we're fully healed, we're ready to move on and take on Booster. But first, he's going to have a missing Mario doll that he can't find. So we'll see. This door is locked. The password is going to be your save file profile, at least from the original game. The password was whatever your save file name was. In this case, I don't remember putting in a name, so I don't know what the password will be. So we can see the Mario doll sitting at the top, but Booster's not going to be able to see it. We see, as well as a Princess Peach doll, a Samus doll sitting among the bucket, as well as two things I don't really recognize. I believe that is a cricket inside of the cage. It's what the sniffsters really like. Booster probably as well also likes crickets. So he's going to... he's talking about marrying her. He's starting to sound a lot like Bowser. But he doesn't know what a party is, and he doesn't know what a wedding is. But they explain that it's about drinking punch and eating cake. Very complicated stuff indeed. So need to have a rehearsal to make sure it's done right. Oh boy, there's a Rob doll in there too. R-O-B. So the Sniffster is standing in for Princess Peach with the doll. And now Booster very intelligently, in spite of not really knowing who Mario was before, seems to know that Mario ruins the fun and would come in at about this time. So now they need the Mario doll for their wedding rehearsal, so that way they can plan for Mario to ruin the wedding. Very prudent of them. Uh-oh. He's gonna check behind the curtain. So I need to, like, not have myself revealed. It's not actually a big deal if you are, but you get an extra badge like equipment thing. Not it's not called badges in this game. If you never get found, so you can just hide behind. It's pretty easy to like not get caught. It's gonna, funny enough, add more and more, and we just have to avoid both of them, which you have plenty of time to do so and not get caught. Now they're going to move down. And then the third one's going to come, and there's only going to be one safe curtain. Because clearly if one of them looked through all four, you just need to look through multiple of them at the same time. So plenty of time to get to the one safe curtain. The music that's playing now is the same music that's going to play at the casino that we'll one day find. We'll have to return to here after we defeat Great Guy and Knife Guy to then play a game with one of them. And once Booster joins the fray, there's no hiding, but he finds the Mario doll nonetheless at the top, but does not know how to get to it. Good thing Mario is a better jumper than a frog. Much better than Mallow for sure, who thought he was a frog, but is not, in fact, a frog. Poor Booster is crying. The Snippets don't know what to do, but luckily we can jump and get the Mario doll and save the day. And now I got Booster's charm. Cancel the rehearsals. Apparently they don't need a plan for Mario ruining anything. So it indeed is the profile name for the password, which is brilliant. And this one Sniffster kind of notices the resemblance between the doll and thinks better of it. So we can go back and save if we want to, just because it was a bit time consuming to get through all of that, and if for some reason you then, in facing Great Guy and Knife Guy, your party does not succeed, then you don't want to have to go through all of that again. To look just really quickly at the badge that is Booster's Charm, it increases a lot of things but decreases speed. Great item, bad smell. So we'll go ahead and give that to Gino, just because Mario's going to continue wearing the signal ring. Not the most optimal use, I suppose, but maybe I can give the signal ring to Mallow. That would be interesting to test out. If someone not in the active party, it'll still make it go off. But first, we will have Gino attack Knife Guy. Oops, I hit A too soon on that one. Ow. I think I'm gonna go ahead and use the special, but I'm gonna have Gino do the special. And by the special, I mean the triple move. The gauge was at 100%, so now the three of us are going to go up, and with the help of... Oh, the special is different this time. This time Gino just shot like his star gun. That was fascinating. Oh, and you can switch your party apparently. Interesting. You can swap Mallow in, which changes what the triple move is. Interesting. Alright, let's continue our assault on Knife Guy. And I keep hitting A immediately because I'm bad at this game. And Knife Guy goes down and leaves about 12 coins. Echo Finder. And our attack is down and we can't use specials, but no worry, because we have a chain chomp. And a masher, which is just a hammer with a fancier name, and so it hurts more. Oops. Even though I didn't get the timed hit there, it was enough to take out Great Guy. Great Guy is the owner of the casino we'll eventually get to. We'll get the pass to find it from Knife Guy in the future. But it has to be later in the game. I forget it precisely where, but I think if we go directly back to Booster's Castle, we will not find Knife Guy, where we can play a game a bunch of times to eventually find the casino. Assuming, of course, that this game is following how it worked in the old one. So we're doing Booster Pass with Peach on Booster's back, and we're going to try to chase her and get flower tabs by making contact with her while the Sniffsters try to stop us. Silly Booster, she's on your back. How rude. She doesn't want to play with Booster. So there's going to be barrels here too that we jump on to gain speed. So basically the goal is to just not get hit by anything and jump on the Sniffsters and the barrels that we can get Grace from Princess Peach, and so then get flower tabs. But I'm doing really bad on timing hitting the barrels. Oh, but there we go. So if I jump on this Sniffster, he didn't quite make it, but that barrel is enough to make contact with Princess Peach. Oh no, the Sniffster hit me. The good news is they can't actually catch Peach, and nothing happens. It's just a matter of how many extra flower tabs do you get from here. But don't fret if you don't get very many. You can come back and find more flower tabs that are just on the floor. So I'm doing pretty poorly this time, unfortunately. Got a little bit lucky there with the barrel jumping me right into the Sniffster. And there we go, another flower tab. So now they're a bit chaotic. Ooh, the red barrels are interesting. I don't know what those do. They look like they're maybe just faster. So jumped on two Sniffsters' heads there. Looked really fancy, but I'm not good enough to actually be fancy. So it was really just luck. I'm doing really bad at jumping at the barrels at the right time. I wonder if they changed it to be just like when you touch Princess Peach enough times, it's done. Because this seems to be going on longer than I remember. But it could also just be they extended it a little bit. Okay, it looks like it was timed and not a number of touches with Princess Peach. So I got 4 flowers. I guess not terrible, but not that great either. Alright, so now we're in Marrymore. The hotel is pretty fun. You can somehow get in debt and then have to like work at the hotel to pay it off, but I forget how, because normally it just tells you don't have enough coins. But we can see who is sleeping in here in case there's an Easter egg. And it's this toad again. He's still looking for the casino. Now, in the old game, if you stayed in the... You get, like, an item for staying at Marrymore in the popular suite. And I think every so often it's a flower tab. But it does take a lot of money, so might not be the best use of time and money to try to stay at the Marrymore suite a bunch of times. We'll do it one time so that we can use their shower and see red-skinned Mario. But we will not use it too many times. There we go. Finally got up there, which is where the hidden one was. And if we try to go up to the special suite, it'll be locked. This bellhop is ready to assist whoever wants to go in there. And they, of course, lock it, unlike the normal one. They don't care who watches you sleep in the normal one. It's only in the expensive one where they actually care and will lock the door so people can't just watch you sleep. Oh boy, I'd like to buy something. So let's see. So, mid-mushroom or maple syrup. The super hammer is worse than the masher, which makes sense because super hammer, while cooler name than hammer and therefore stronger than that, is not as cool as masher and therefore is not as strong because we know hammers are based on their name. The Womp Glove we will give to Mallow, even though he's not in the party, because why not? We have the coins. The handgun we'll definitely give to Gino and equip it. And the fake chomp is worse than the real chomp. It's the shell of a chain chomp. It's one worse than the normal chomp, but of course we don't want a fake chomp, so we won't buy that. And then in terms of the happy shirt and happy pants and all of those, I find while the defense is good, it lowers attack, magic attack, and speed so much where it's not worth it. Of course, it looks like it's worth it for Mallow because I don't have work pants for him right now. But I'm not going to bother because I'd rather just buy work pants. And indeed, for Gino and Bowser, they're just objectively worse in all ways than the work pants, except for Gino, who would have +1 magic defense. So definitely not worth it either. The Nature Rain. The Nurture Rain. I think there's some reason where we might need this. I'm going to go ahead and buy it, even though it's expensive. I think by wearing it while using some item, like a mysterious egg or something, it'll help it hatch. Before it was like the bee tub ring or something like that did that, but I'm wondering if it's now that ring. It seems to be, it's either a new item or it is a renamed item, so we'll see. A once-in-a-lifetime gift. So we'll obviously do the suite for the once-in-a-lifetime gift. And we got a flower tab. So excellent. That was probably worth 200 coins. And I think if you do enough, it will be maybe more flower tabs or higher, but probably not worth the money. So now the bellhop shows us to our room, and he's going to want a tip. Yes, I will give him a tip. It would be very rude not to. And I can ring the bell to do another one, but we will first take a shower. With Mario whistling his own theme. Alright, and we can see Mario's face is red as well, so a nice fun Easter egg that carried over. We can ring the bell and get the bellhop, tell him I'm thirsty, and he can sell us different things. Sure, I'll buy pick-me-up, just in case. Just in case I need to revive someone in the middle of battle. And then he's going to want a tip as well. And I will give him one. Which I think, we'll see how many coins that is. So it's 100, I have 179 right now. I'm going to tell him just kidding. And then give him a tip for humoring me. And now I am down to 169. So it was 10 coins as a tip. There's a bathrobe here. It's too small for me, unfortunately. And of course, we can sleep. And then as soon as we exit, we cannot go back. Oh, we can go back in. But I think maybe when we go downstairs, at some point it'll be locked, and we'll have to pay again. Probably when we make it to the bottom. And he gave me a pick-me-up as a complimentary gift for saying it was a great stay. And now that he's given me that, the door is locked. And I can't go back in. Hello, Rebecca Mary. Alright, we've spent enough coins. We'll go ahead and save these coins we've spent. And then we'll see this guy really needs to use the bathroom, but they can't get in because the doors are locked. And the couple that was going to get married are kicked out by the Sniffsters because Booster wants to marry the princess, which is clearly more important than these peasants' wedding. And of course we can just leave the area if we wanted to, but then we wouldn't be able to progress. So probably not a good idea. We should just stay in Marrymore and rescue the princess from this wedding to Booster. Or maybe we can officiate and have the wedding actually happen to Booster. So he tells us that there's this back way. So if we try to go in through the front door, the snifter doesn't let us in, and there's just a back door here that the chefs use. And they're of course making the cake. We can talk to them. Chef Tort. We bake a cake for the big wedding. It must be masterpiece. And the apprentice. And they'll get mad at us if we jump on the cake. What? What are you doing? I just stepped on the... You fools. So nice fun Easter egg. And then we can go up and... Huzzah, we are here. And... you and your overgrown turtle friend can take a hike. Scat. Make like Mario and jump. I am Mario. I'm doing well. How are you? Alright, sure. We will bust the door together. Okay, we have to have really good timing. Apparently my timing is not so good. There we go. Glad you're doing well. So Mario was able to put the brakes on, but they were not, which is good because the save block is here, so we can save before we start the wedding. Now, in the original game, after we go in, Peach is going to be crying because some of her items are gone, like her crown and I think her ring maybe, and we have to get them quickly. And if we do get them quickly enough, we're rewarded with a kiss from Princess Peach. But if we're not rewarded, if we don't do it fast enough, either Bowser or Booster ends up kissing us. So we'll see which one we get if we're fast enough or if they've changed it all. Are you a new streamers or doing just for fun? I am mostly just doing this for fun. We'll see how much I stream overall. I have to focus so I get this timing. I had a friend who I suggested getting Mario RPG for himself because it's one of my favorite games, and he said he would have more fun watching someone else play through it and give commentary. So I decided, why not have me just be that person? Maybe in the future I will stream other things too. We'll see how it goes. So we accidentally knocked Princess Peach's items off: her shoes, her ring, her brooch, and her crown. Very sad. I would be crying too. Water coming from your eyes. Are you leaking, my dear? Yes. Like a faucet. Ew, why would you eat her tears? I guess drink her tears. Yeah, I'll try to stream consistently. Good advice. Of course, traditional wedding need the groom on the right and the bride on the left. The crown, of course, is on Booster's head. We're going pretty quickly, which is good. So that was pretty quick, so I think we should be good if I can talk to her. I was a little slow to talk to her, so we'll see how well that went. My dog is moving the chair. Say hello to Princess. Hi, Princess. Surprised to see Bowser, of course, who's normally capturing Princess Peach, and indeed did capture her at the beginning of the game. But we have to get Bowser's keep back and stop Smithy, so temporarily our goals are aligned. And Princess Peach, of course, wants to give Mario a kiss, but Bowser's gonna step in and demand that he deserves one too. We'll see what happens. Based on how fast I did, I could end up kissing Booster, or Bowser, or Peach. I guess I was not quite fast enough, so Peach almost kissed me, but Bowser comes in instead. And now we'll have to take the princess back to the Chancellor. But first there's a cake to be eaten. And they worked so hard, so now they're very mad at Mario for taking the bride away and ruining the wedding. And here you can actually just ignore the chefs and just attack the cake. Oops, did not time that well. Let Chomp take a bit out of it. And of course, they're, like anyone else, mad that we are attacking their cake. Oops, I'm really bad at timing Gino's attacks for some reason. The cake seemed to have moved again. Oh dear, that was very frightening. Now we see the cake kind of has a face. Each layer seems to, actually. So they run away, and we are left to fight the cake. And we'll have to put out the candles. And we attack to blow out the candles. Ow. We're a little bit frightened, which I think lowers our overall attack. There we go, got a timed hit with Gino. And then one more candle goes out. Mario is down, so I think it's probably worth using a pick-me-up. If I was better at dodging, this wouldn't have happened. So this way I still get 2 attacks in, and in the future hopefully get 3. So since I attacked him with the candles out, the top part of the cake went away. And now Bowser is down, so we will have Gino pick him up. And then let Chain Chomp take some nibbles out of the cake. And Mario will try to do Super Jump again. I have not had very good success with getting 30 jumps even, let alone 100. But practice makes perfect. Only 13. Okay, apparently he's weak to jump though, so I should probably keep jumping, I guess. Only 12 jumps. I've gotten as much as 23 or 24 before, so definitely can do better than that, but still not even close to 100 super jumps. Maybe one day. It's a pretty humorous ending to this, as opposed to you just defeating the cake. These guys will end up eating it. They're not quite sure it's a cake though. Booster is very confused. He's new to parties, new to weddings. He doesn't even know how to eat the cake. Boiling a cake seems, I agree, way too messy. Just swallow it. That is a great idea. In one gulp, that would be impressive. Let's see how big Booster's mouth really is. Very impressive. And tears of joy instead of tears of sadness. And the wedding is over. Booster maybe thinks he's married. 25 experience for defeating a cake. Maybe it'll be Mario. So no stars this time for these events, but we did finally rescue the princess. And then the couple that was here will be able to continue on with their wedding. So let's give a save. I'll probably end pretty soon, but we'll at least return princess before I end. Mario is here to tell them that they can get on with their wedding. And that poor little toad needs to really use the bathroom and no one is letting him. I'm going to adjust the curtain so the sun's not in my eyes so much. It's better, hopefully. So now if we go in and see the wedding party, we should be able to talk to him, and he'll leave to use the bathroom. And we can talk to both of them, and they both say, I do. We can talk to the organist, who will then play the organ. And it's a melody, so we can also go back to Todovsky, and we can officiate the wedding as we wanted. And congratulations, they're married. That's all there is to a wedding. Music, cake, singing. We'll see the apprentice back at work with Chef Tort on a new cake. Hopefully one that does not come alive. And the photographer as well is here to take a picture. And we can step in here and get a picture. Very good wedding face, Mario. And for some reason, Peach cares how you exit the map. So it doesn't want you to go that way, but the way we came. And then it brings you... In the old game, you had a funny quick animation through the map, jumping to Mushroom Kingdom. Here, it transported you directly, though. And Toad is finally happy to see Peach back. Everyone's surprised that a woman can take care of herself. How old school. There's much more than meets the eye to this princess, though. We all know. And this time it is not just Mario playing charades, not Mario pretending to be Bowser. Indeed, Bowser is here in the flesh, and everyone is shook. And now Mario plays his favorite game of charades. Very good imitation of Exor, the sword that went right into Bowser's keep, and Bowser playing the part of his own keep, also very well done. They should start being some acting troupe and just go around entertaining people. Mario insists on saving his reputation, even though they know Bowser is a liar. So we have to save Star Road so we can get our wishes back. Wow, apparently it's only because people wish that Princess Peach is saved that she indeed is saved. And it must outnumber the times that Bowser wishes that Peach was his wife, if we're successful. Yes, even Bowser wants his wishes, though, in the end. Chancellor does not want Peach to join. Mario doing a little bit of his sword imitation again. He was about to declare it as Mario Day, but it's not even March 15th. Or, sorry, March 10th is Mario Day. Because it looks like Mario when you do MAR 10. Now, it may seem like Peach has stayed behind forever. And even if we go into her quarters, it may seem as such. But she seems to be scheming a little bit. We already found Princess Peach's question mark, so can't do that again. And I don't think the vault is refilled, so I don't think we'll get anything there. Yes, he's just standing guard. But then when we go outside, we will find that Peach is going to be floating on her parasol out the window. In the original, we didn't see her jump out the window. That was very fun. I like how much they've added to these cutscenes. So we know Princess Peach is a strong, independent woman who don't need no man. Except maybe Mario. When you don't know where to go, talk to Mallow's grandpa, who knows everything. Just as I thought, Peach joins the party once again. And we now have our full party. And just so you don't have any doubts about people panicking about where Peach is, if you go back into Princess Peach's room, you'll see her granny is disguised as Peach. Somehow. People are very good at imitations here, including Peach's grandma imitating to be Peach herself. So the kingdom doesn't have to fret, and Princess Peach doesn't have to worry alone in the castle. She can be by our sides, helping us take down evil and get wishes back for everyone. So we wanted to go back to Tadpole Pond anyway for the next Todovsky piece, which came from Marrymore. So we'll go ahead and do that first, and then we'll talk to Grandpa, who will tell us where we're supposed to go. Oh, he didn't tell us. Must be later. I could have sworn it was after Marrymore. Maybe we have to get through the next area first. You can see a strong resemblance between Mallow and his grandfather. No way Mallow would have ever guessed he was actually adopted and found on the river. Star Hill, huh? Who would have thought a star piece on Star Hill? So at the next save block, we'll probably call it an end, which I think is at the beginning of Star Hill. This is a pretty fun level too. So the signs tell us that the different gates lead us to different ones. So this leads us to Marrymore, which is back, and this leads us back to Star Hill, or continues to Star Hill. Oh no, falling without being granted. So we can look at people's wishes. Wish I had some Cricket Jam. Probably from Grandpa himself. I hope my baby's cute. I hope your baby's cute too. So I do want to end here. If we avoid all the enemies, we will just get the star. Can't wait to start a family. Me too. There's no boss in this. We kind of already... I wish I weren't such a crybaby. Oh, man. Oh, no. It's Mallows. So I'm going to avoid the fights here. They're pretty good experience. A Sacket. Oops, I hit A way too early for some reason on that. He's going to run away, so I'm going to attack him first, even though those like green clusters might do migraine and do a lot of damage. The pulsars. Uh-oh. Did not time that right, so Bowser just dies. Did not time that right, so Mario just dies. And Geno levels up. And learns Geno Whirl. Oh, I have to now test out if Geno Whirl still can do 9,999 damage. Oh boy, Bowser leveled up too. So I think... yeah, HP is the one to go with here. Don't think there's any more. Okay, the gate unlocked, so I found all the lamps. I hope I become famous. I think that was probably Todovsky. A Wald-class baker. We just saw who that was. Chef Tort. The hunger. Oh, for some food. I want to be the best treasure hunter in the world. Oh, that must be Captain Toad. Oh, it's Mallow's parents. Huh, somehow I'm missing one of the lamps. Oh, right here, right in front of my face. I think that's all the wishes. But just to double check. Yeah, this was the world-class baker. And the hunger. Oh, it's Luigi. He just wants to help us. And the star, of course. So after eating a cake, well, Booster ate the cake. We battled the cake. We then get a slightly delayed access to our 4th star. Three more to go, and only 2 before we go to Smithy, as Smithy has the center yellow one. Seaside town up ahead. Seems like a good way to go. We'll just keep going on the map. What could possibly go wrong? Wish I could run faster, don't we all? If I could just get that melody. Okay, that one's definitely Todovsky, so maybe the famous one was not Todovsky. Alright, so we can continue on to Seaside, which you see in the map. You can see actually the shipwreck with a squid or octopus or something coming out of it. But I guess we can go to Seaside, and there should be a safe block there, even though there wasn't one on Star Hill. Blue people, that's not suspicious at all. Staying at the inn for free, also not suspicious. Uh-oh. Now he's watching us sleep, but we're supposed to be the ones watching people sleep. Oh, how the turns have tabled. In the original, as opposed to them being blue, they were just like running in place all the time. But I think the blue skin is a very appropriate way to accomplish the same thing with higher graphics. Alright, so I think that's enough for today. Maybe I'll play some more later tonight, but much later, at least for me. I'm in Eastern time. Otherwise, maybe a little bit more tomorrow. Thanks everyone who watched or will watch, and hopefully catch you next time.